The Garden Club was started around 1986 by a wonderful group of women. Marnie Mahoney was the impetus that got this going. And so they wanted to do community beautification in our beautiful town. And one of the first projects they did was to completely do over the post office garden. I hear that it was very ugly and they took everything out. I know Linda Cesari worked on it, Bill Teague, whose wife Linda was in the garden club. They brought in beautiful boulders, did a beautiful gravel pathway, and over the years it has evolved, as all gardens do, and now we're really focused on drought-tolerant plants. It's very important because we have no water here in Del Mar, so everything we plant has to be drought-tolerant.
Our projects came about, actually, I think the best way is to say by need, by looking at it and seeing, oh my goodness, how can we let this exist? Actually, at the library, though, what happened is they put an addition onto the library. And the retaining wall was crumbling on the south side, and they had trumped a number of the plants. So that was really the impetus to get going. And there is a beautiful sculpture there that's done by James Hubble that many people didn't even know that existed because it was so overgrown by different trees and bushes. So we were quite ruthless and just went in there, and we got the public works people, and they came with backhoes, and we truly did.
Well, the way City Hall happened was pretty much the same way as the library happened. We were walking by it, there were a lot of dead bushes. It looked very overgrown and full of dead wood. We had to get permission from the city and also from the board at the Del Mar Garden Club. It looks lighter and it looks friendlier. The building isn't the greatest right now, but making the garden better, the people that work there really appreciated it, because now when they sit on the benches there, it's lighter, it's airier, it's greener. It got real dusty because a lot of plants were dead. And I think it's just when you drive by, it gives people a sense of pride in their town.
Work ethic, and we're not afraid to getting dirty, and we don't just sit there and sip tea in the garden club. You know, we get our hands dirty, we get our pants dirty, we just get right in there.
There was a lady that said a house without a garden is a house without a soul. And I feel that way too.
One of the greatest joys was just working with my dear friend Bill Teague, who has passed away, but he's always sitting on our shoulders advising us. And when we did the library, he was down in his wheelchair, and he'd go across the street and eyeball everything and look, and he helped us place the rocks, even though he couldn't walk at that time. He was in a wheelchair, and the same way with City Hall. He was there every time, every day when we were working, just giving us advice. So that's very precious.
Well, with the Del Mar Foundation, we work, and public works people, we work with them, and the Aztec people too. They are the landscape group, so we work with them also.
Del Mar Garden Club has done several projects. Post office, crossing at 14th Street near Bullies, the library, the Crest Canyon, City Hall.
I think we have our membership limited to 45 because we meet in different homes, members' homes.
If you know somebody who is in the garden club, just say, oh, I want to become involved in the garden club. And then you put in an application for that. You can come into the garden club.